Hundreds and thousands of indie games get made every single year. So let me ask you this one question. Why did you start making games?
Being there. It's definitely not just me. So it's incredible to me that you guys have voted for me for this, because a year ago, many people didn't even know I existed.
Every single game developer that you admire started off exactly where you are today. They didn't know everything. Their first projects were broken, they were messy, their code has bugs, and that's okay. Because the only difference between you and them is that they kept going. Your first game doesn't need to be perfect. I just need your first game to exist. Get it out into the world and let them see what you're making. Because these small steps that you're taking every single day to make your game is what is leading you to achieving your bigger dreams. Think of your favorite games. Think of the games you played as a kid growing up. Think of the games that you play today. Well, guess what? None of them started out that way. They all started as small ideas that were eventually forged into the games that they became. It began as a single prototype, a single mechanic, a single character, and it eventually became the game that it was. And that's what we're doing. You don't need to make the next masterpiece. Just make a game, make a mechanic, build from there, build a prototype, and continue to learn as a game developer. Because if there's anything that I've learned from my journey in game development, it's that the world needs your creativity. You have a story to tell that only you can tell. And if you give up today, you might not get the chance to tell that story. Nobody else can make the games that you want to make. The ideas that are in your head, the stories in your head, nobody else can tell them but you. Everything that is floating around in your head that you want to let out is unique to you. And that's why the world needs your creativity. There's a chance that your game is going to make someone laugh. It's going to make someone cry. It's going to make somebody happy. It might be somebody else's favorite game. And in the end, that's all that's worth it. I mean, right? But none of that can happen if you don't just start. The joy of making video games, it's not about the final product. It's about the process that we put into making the video game. Coming home every day after your 9 to 5 and getting on your computer just to work on making this creation that you're putting your heart and soul into, nothing ever feels more rewarding than that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, game development is hard. You're gonna hit roadblocks, you're gonna make bugs, you're gonna get frustrated. But in the end, game development is one of the most rewarding journeys you can possibly take. So what are you waiting for? You don't need the perfect idea, and you don't need to know everything. You just need to start. Go open a game engine, sketch out a concept, and build something simple. Your future self is gonna thank you. So stop waiting, stop doubting yourself, and go get started. And remember, you're a game developer.